What's up guys, cejaman here, and today it's finally here. My favorite top 10 collectibles slash action figures of 2016. I was gonna say 2010. So many figures came out in 2016. If you guys watch my reviews, there was so much that came out. I bought a lot of stuff last year from Neca. Obviously, I got back into the Marvel Legends. And there was just a lot that came out. So this list was really hard to make, and a lot of stuff kept on getting swapped here and there. But yeah, I got my list finally ready to go. That's kind of the reason why I was delayed, because I just couldn't figure out what I wanted to put on the list, because this is my list, right? These are figures that I actually like. So I wanted to do something that I like, not because, you know, you look at someone else's top 10 or somebody else is saying this is the figure of the year, so you automatically have to say that's the figure of the year. No, I don't do it like that. So I based it off of stuff that I mess around with a lot, like take pictures of, like to pose around a lot, and I just constantly look at, you know what I mean? So that's how I based this top 10. For all of you guys who are my fans, you probably know already what my top 2 is gonna be, but there is some honorable mentions. So what I'm gonna do is take a break and I'll show you guys the honorable mentions right now. The honorable mentions I wanted to mention was the Armored Batman by Mezco. That was a great figure. It was the this is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Another one was the Greg Capullo, not Greg Capullo, the Libermejo Batman here, which I love, from Batman Noel. That was a great figure. Loved this one a lot. The Superman one was cool too, but neither of these made the list. Coming up here in the icons, I like the Superman one a lot. He almost made the list, but wasn't quite there. Same with the Joker and Harley Quinn from the icons. Let's see what else coming over here. Batman the Animated Series, there were several of them that almost made the list, but weren't quite there. The NECA 1/4 scale Batman almost made the list. Didn't make it. As far as Power Rangers go, because I have some displayed in my room, the Communicator probably would have made the list, but it was just, I had a few issues with it. And no Funko Pops made the list, but if any Funko Pops did, it would have been the new Power Rangers release ones that came out, the red, white, and pink one. But yeah, those are some honorable mentions right here. And Spawn is our #1 pick though, guys. All right guys, so let's get into the top 10. Alright guys, so you see it, number 10 is the NECA 18-inch or 1/4 scale Deadpool. Now, this was a figure, honestly, when I found out it was coming out, I wasn't really too excited to get it. I am not the biggest Deadpool fan. I am more so, I mean, I like the character, but I did like the character more when the movie came out. I don't follow the character a whole lot, but this figure, when I saw it in person, it is just very beautifully sculpted, comes with a ton of accessories, and he is just very, very well done. So this is my number 10 figure, and again, he's got a lot of great accessories, and he's good in articulation, and I love the scale of him. So my number 10 goes to the NECA Deadpool 1/4 scale. Alright guys, coming in at number 9 is the Greg Capullo DC Direct. I think this is from the Designer series, and this is the Joker based off of Batman Dead End. This is one of my favorite Joker figures that I do own. I love the head sculpt. You get 2 different head sculpts with this figure, which I think just look great. The head sculpt just looks menacing. It's so detailed. Comes with a good, you know, it doesn't really come with a lot of accessories, but he comes with the gun right here that reads the bang. But the detailing on the head sculpt is, it really sold me on this figure. I love it. DC Direct is killing it, or DC Collectibles, I should say, is really killing it with a lot of the figures they're coming out with this year. So number 9 is the DC Collectibles Joker Endgame. Alright, coming in at number 8 is another DC Collectibles item, and that is the Joker. That is the Batman, Jim Gordon as Batman, the deluxe 2-pack that you get. So you get Jim Gordon in the bat suit, and you get him in the bigger kind of, like, I don't want to say stealth, but it's like the robot looking suit, which I think is awesome. The paint applications on this are great. The sculpting on it is great. The way you can display the armored suit is just I love it. I love this figure. And again, the Batman suit, the regular Batman suit with Gordon in it, is also just very sleek, very smooth. It's all black with a little bit of yellow on it. But these two, this is my most recent pickup, and these are just beautiful figures right here. It's ones that I do recommend you guys pick up if you guys have not yet. So that's number 8, and that is the DC Collectibles Deluxe Jim Gordon as Batman 2-pack. So my number 7 was actually something that I've been really waiting for, and that is the Saban's Power Ranger, you know, the 6-inch scale legacy figures. These are just very well sculpted. I love the molds on them. The articulation is great. These definitely hit, you know, the childhood memories, the nostalgia feeling. So far we just need Trini, but they came out with all of the Rangers minus Trini, and the White Ranger is what we really need. And, you know, with each figure, you get a piece to build the Megazord. So I put them all in as one because they're a lot of them share the same sculpt except for Kimberly, but they're really nicely sculpted. The paint applications are great. The only thing that's negative about it is they don't come with, you know, their signature weapons, but this is number 7, and that is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Legacy with the Build-A-Figure Megazord. So that's number 7, guys. Coming in at number 6 is the DC Collectibles Batman the Animated Series Clayface. This is one that I have been waiting for ever since they announced the animated line. Clayface is one figure that I just really wanted to make. Feet of Clay was one of my favorite episodes. If not, it probably is in my top 3 favorite episodes for sure. It's a 2-parter. I loved the score to the music. Just the music to this episode is just very memorable. And the character, you know, the sculpting on this, they give the whole mud look, very, very clean look for this figure. You got different head sculpts, interchangeable hands, just an awesome figure, and he is definitely one figure that is my favorite. And it was really hard to pick because a lot of good animated series figures came out, you know, the Gordon, the Bullock, Talia, just a lot of animated figures came out, but this is the one that really stood out for me. So that is number 6, and that is that number 6? We're number 6, right? Yeah, Clayface. Alright guys, coming in at number 5, this is one that I was really, really excited for. Again, this is going to be a lot of DC related items because, again, I buy a lot of figures of the stuff that I like, so that's why a lot of this stuff is, you know, DC, Batman related. So number 5 is the DC Collectibles Animated Series Batplane. So we finally got the Batplane. I did a review on this. I did a review on all these things, but look how huge this sucker is, and it's got light up features. It is just very, very well done. It looks like it came right out of the animated series. The only problem with this thing is that it didn't have the little mount thing that they said they were going to include a mount, you know, thing so you can mount this on the wall, but it never did. But I am working on a way to mount this, so you guys will see a video on that soon. But you can fit, it's a 2-seater, top slides up, and you have the lights that light up inside and the landing gear and everything. So this is definitely a must-have for Batman fans and Batman Animated Series fans, and it's just very, very huge. That is number 5, the Batplane. Coming in at number 4, another Power Rangers item. This is more so of kind of like a prop, but it's still a collectible / action figure, and that is the Power Rangers Legacy Red Ranger helmet. Now this thing is awesome. Red Ranger is my favorite Power Ranger, and you know, this is definitely a must-have. Pretty soon they're going to release his sword in the Legacy line, so this is something that is just great. It's not, you know, it's a little big for my body because it does look a little bit oversized, but it is still cool as just a replica piece, and you get a really cool stand with it. So that's why this made number 4, because it just hit home. You know what I mean? I mean, I love the Power Rangers, guys. It was one of my favorite shows to watch as a kid, and the Red Ranger was my favorite Ranger. So, you know, it made sense that I had to pick this up, and it made the list. So, Red Ranger Legacy helmet. Coming in at number 3, we had to include this guy, and that is the 1/4 scale Neca Donatello, based off of the 1990 movie. Now this guy is just amazing. I was a little worried when, you know, he was announced and they showed like little images of what he was going to look like, because sometimes the prototypes don't look like what they do, you know, when the finished product, but this guy looks like he just came straight out of the movie. He is an amazing piece. He's got some good articulation, but the sculpting and the detailing on the Donatello figure is just perfect. To me, to me, this is the best 1/4 scale Neca figure that I have seen and owned. So that's why he's in number 3. Sorry guys, my DSLR camera died, so now I'm using my vlog camera. But so number 3 was a Donatello figure, guys. So again, he is a great figure, great sculpting, great detail. Looks like he just came straight out of the movie. Can't wait to get all 4 of the turtles. So number 3, Neca, Donatello 1/4 scale. Alright guys, so now we're in the top 2, and you probably already know who number 1 is going to be just by looking at who's on the table right here. So coming in at number 2 is the Hot Toys 1/6 scale armored Batman from Batman vs. Superman. These here are one of the most, like I can say, out of all the Hot Toys that I've owned, that I have actually played with the most, taken so many pictures of, put them in different poses. I have 2 of them right here because the one on the left is a Sideshow exclusive chrome version, but both are the same exact figures. They come with the same accessories. The paint's a little bit different on them, but these are great figures. I know a lot of people didn't like, you know, the movie or didn't care for it too much, but I loved Ben Affleck as Batman, and he looked great in the suit, in the armored suit. So I had to get these, and when I got them, great figures. They're hard to come by now as far as, because they're selling out, and so you have to buy them, you know, if you're gonna have to go on eBay and get them for a higher price. So yeah, number 2 was definitely Batman, the Batman vs. Superman, the armored Batman with a light up eye. So these are great figures, guys. If you don't own them, definitely try to pick these up. Number 2, armored Batman. Let's get into number 1. Alright guys, coming in at number 1 is the Batman vs. Superman Batman figure. Now there's 3 figures on here because they share the same molds, other than Nightmare is a little bit tweaked because of the pants and everything, the trench coat, but it's overall the same pretty much molding on them. So the left we have Suicide Squad Joker Imposter as Batman. Again, same exact figure as the black suit Batman, black and gray. And then on the right we have the Nightmare Batman. Now the middle Batman right here is my favorite one by far out of the 3, but both of them made the number 1 list. This is the best Hot Toys I have ever owned. Again, that is my opinion. You guys can attack me if you want. Best Hot Toys I've ever owned. I still cannot stop messing with these figures. I take a bunch of pictures on them, put them in different poses. They're so very well sculpted. They're the likeness of Ben Affleck, all the accessories that you get. It's just amazing how well these figures came out. And again, it's the best Hot Toys that I own. My favorite one by far. And I can't wait to see what they do with the Justice League line and the, you know, the Batman, because the Batman ones are really ones that I like a lot. I missed out on the Superman one. I didn't pick it up. But yeah, these are the 3 right here. My number 1 is the Batman vs. Superman Hot Toys Batman figures. And of course, there's Nightmare right here and the Suicide Squad, and I both love them equally the same. So that is my number 1, guys. You guys let me know in the comments below what you guys think about my list. I already asked you guys to let me know what your top 10 was in a previous video. Thank you guys for responding. If you guys didn't see that video, let me know what your top 10 is. Again, let me know what you guys think of my list. If you agree with me, if you don't agree with me. But yeah, it was hard making this list, guys, but these are the figures. These are my top 10 figures that I actually, you know, love and enjoy a lot. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys later. Subscribe, hit that like button. Peace.